Good morning, Josh Masters here, and today I want to talk about removing the emotion from a deal or taking the emotion out of a property exchange so that you don't end up paying too much or ending up with a product that you aren't really sure that you wanted in the first place. Now, the first thing I usually do in order to do this is set a checklist, and even the professionals will use this. They'll have a checklist or a set of criteria that they're looking to follow, that they're looking for in that property. And it doesn't have to be an objective checklist. It could be subjective. For example, how does this place make me feel? Is there a lot of light here? It will vary between people, I imagine. But having that checklist allows you to almost put a score to that property. So when you get back after a big day of inspections and you're sitting down, you're comparing all these properties, you can always give it a rating so that you have a point of reference. The second thing is, and I know I've mentioned this before in other video blogs, is to get a professional independent valuation done. These guys will go out into the property and compare it to other properties and other sales that have been undertaken. Now, you're probably doing this yourself in your head anyway, but these guys will take it to a completely different level. And it also gives you a third party to fall back on and say, well, I understand what I thought about it, but what do these people think about it? They're not looking to buy it, they don't really care either way, and this is what they think it's worth. So it actually establishes a budget for yourself. And the third thing I would say is to get somebody to represent you in the deal or in the auction room itself if you're going through to auction. And a buyer's agent is ideal for doing something like this. They're a professional like myself, they can represent you on your behalf. And look, again, they're not going to get caught up in whether they love it, whether they don't love it or not. It's a very objective thing, very black and white. If they can get it for a certain price, which you establish with them, then great. If they don't, then they walk away. So they're my 3 tips for today. If you're looking to remove the emotion from a deal and really pay, I guess, fair value for what a property is worth, the first thing is to set a set of criteria or a checklist. The second thing is to get an independent valuation. And the third thing I would be saying is to get somebody to represent you on your behalf so the emotions don't run too high and you don't get a hot head. And that's Josh Masters signing off today for Empire Property.